Hello and welcome back to another episode here on Kinlaig. Well, we're down here at the harbour area. We're going into the fish market to sell these 8,000 litres of young salmon. We did do a little bit of work between the last episode and this one. We've already got our barley field turned round and I'm already running into the post there. There's currently the worker out of the new Valtra. He's out putting grass in there now. We did get it cultivated. It needed lined for some reason, so we managed to do that. We bought 6 bags of lime, which was £2,700. We also rented the lime spreader. That was £2,295 as well. And this is just under about £40,000 there. That's not bad. Now we need to go and deliver all of these fish food pallets out to our offshore aquaculture and then take back any pallets of salmon, which I believe there's just one actually, and take that to the warehouse on the way back up to the farm. Right, we'll leave that there. Let's check here. There we go. Oh no, I was on the right screen there. Salmon, yep, 2,400, so we're only going to get one pallet there, which is going to be about 20,000, yeah, about £22,000 there. So that's not bad for the salmon. Hey, where is our guy? Oh, he's almost finished. He's got one pass left on the headland, and then we need to roll that field as well. I think we need to fertilise it when the map catches up. Where are we? There. Yes, so it does need fertilise. So I'll roll it today, then fertilise field 13, and then probably jump into tomorrow because there's not really anything else to do. Potentially give a TMR mix to these guys when we're back. The rain's not due till 1 o'clock. I did see that on the forecast there. Other than that, there's not anything else for us to do. We did drop off some more wood, another couple of bits of a tree to the firewood processor because we're going to start that up fairly soon again, and obviously we need to have some money, which we don't right now. Well, we've got £50,000, but that's not really enough for the, in fact it is. I'm just thinking about that because last year we thought the same. It was going to be incredibly expensive to get the onions off the field. Turns out it wasn't really too bad compared to what we got in the end. So I think 51,000 is going to be enough. We need to take the straps off of this before we do anything. But we'll get this done. Pick up all the salmon that is on the offshore facility. I'll probably do this for you. It's going to be easier, isn't it? No, because that bar is right in the way. There we go. Right, we'll get all this done, and we will see you back over at the warehouse with our one pallet of salmon. That's only going to pick up that, isn't it? It's completely different when you've got the telehandler and you can just throw it up on top with no issues, and then you come to use the forklift here and you can't reach it. Right, we're going to get this done. We'll see if that grass field's done. We'll need to get that rolled as well, and the first application of fertiliser on as well. And then I think that's going to be it for this month. We're going to have to jump into next month. Probably going to be quite a slow month because there's nothing to do. So potentially just jump through into the month after for onion harvest and get that underway. I don't think we're going to get any other productions because we did very well last year off of what we had, and we've got slightly more for this year because we're in a slightly bigger field. So I don't think it's worth getting a different production for it. I know there is one. It's the vegetable factory or the canning factory or something like that. And you can choose different things for onions, which do give a much better price, but I'm only going to be able to get that too, haven't I? We should have a telehandler down here for this as well. It'd be much quicker, taking up 4, maybe 6 pallets at a time. Right, we're going to get this done. We'll see you in a little bit over at the warehouse with our one pallet of salmon. Get that sold and probably get that field finished off jump into tomorrow. So we'll see you in a little bit. Well, that's us moved into July now. We were going to wait, sell the salmon yesterday, but we decided to wait until today. Hopefully it was a good price, and that was a good choice. We've now got 2 pallets, so 4,000 litres. It's going to be a little less than 50,000 because we're taking it to the warehouse, but it's not much of a difference in price. And obviously any young salmon we've got just now as well, we're going to take that to the fish market. So we're going to have quite a good income from that today. However, the rain is arriving at 10 o'clock and we need to fertilise field 13. They are looking good though, coming along slowly. We do need to check the castle as well to see what that needs. We haven't checked it in quite a while. But first, these are 6 months old, so we need to purchase another 6, but we need to get the limousine or limousine. I'm not sure of the pronunciation of that. I should really check up for that. Right, let's go and get 0 months old. We are getting 15. Yep, so we're only going to have room for 9. Yeah, we'll get 15, so that's £5,250. Let's purchase that. There we go. So now we have 60 of 69 animals in there. I wish I could have a bigger pen to keep going, but they're going to go through quite a bit of food now. We do need to give them TMR today. We also need to go and get that fish, get it sold. We need to start bringing wood down from the forest for firewood production, and we also need to make a purchase. We'll go and get that now before we forget, because we need to replace the trees that we take out. 27,000. Ooh, that was a bit more than I thought it would be. I don't know about this higher purchasing. We need to clear some of it off. We can put down 50% deposit. That's no problem. Let's take the APR right down. £129 a month. That is very reasonable. Let's do that. Obviously we're going to pay it off quite quickly, but I'd rather get the loan cleared off first because that is costing the most money. Right, we've purchased that. We do need to purchase trees as well. We'll do that later on. Right, let's go and get to the trailer, get the fish loaded up, and let's take it to sell. Well, here's our 6 pallets of young salmon going in now. £29,909. That's fantastic. That just adds into the balance. We're back up to 50,000 where we were this morning. Right, let's go and get these adult salmon. We need to also change. In fact, we'll do it now before we forget. Young fish breeding. We need to change this one to distributing, so it sends it here, because we're now down to 623 litres, and I almost forgot about that. Right, we're going to go and head over with the boat. I should have... Did I take fish food over? I think I did. Yes, I did. That's fine. Right, we're going to pick up the adult salmon. There should only be 2 pallets, I believe it is. And we are going to head over to the warehouse, get them sold, and see where we sit with money. Then hopefully we can crack on with the rest of this episode. Hopefully we can get on to getting some of the logging done, get some of them down to the yard with the yarder. And then we need to, while we're up there, or on the way up, we need to go and past the castle, see what it needs. So we'll go and get this done quickly, and we'll see you at the warehouse, see what it sells for. I just realised there as I was driving on with the forklift, we don't need it until we come back because we've got the crane. And we didn't take the fish food over. We placed it here and we were going to go out with it, and then realised that it wasn't the best time for the salmon. So we're going to do it now. So we've got a bit more to do. We've got this to unload first. Oh, the joys. Right, we'll get this done. We'll see you in probably about an hour. Or for you, it's going to be the next clip in about a second. Well, here we go. Here is the last 2 pallets here of salmon. £47,470. That's fantastic. So they have got all the feed now from the boat that we left there last time. And now all that's left to do before the rain comes, I'm going to go and put the second application of fertiliser on that field. It used to be the barley, which is now grass. After that, we are going to go and pick up things. In fact, we could probably pick up things from the store now while we've got this trailer on, take it back to the yard. But we need to get it all up there as well. I'll probably take the fast track up separate. Yeah, that's maybe the best plan. Let's just purchase these now. We'll just park here. So I have been looking, the best ones we need for cutting down that is straight is spruce and pine. So it's going to be, you can do both. I would imagine these would be what we need. There's quite a lot to choose from. Oh, we have Scotch pine. I wonder if there's a difference. There's pine. Right, we'll go for, that's 40 trees. Let's get 60 of them. I don't know if that's going to be enough. Yeah, let's get 60 of them. So that's £3,000. So that is pine. Now we need spruce. Oh, right next. Perfect. And that is £3,000 as well. We'll get 60 of them trees. Right, that's us sorted out now. Still nothing else in the sale we need. Right, we're going to pick up the new planter and the 120 new saplings. We're going to plant them later on, but I think, would it be best going straight from the store? I'm trying to think of the best way now. Yeah, you know what, just in case the rain comes on early, it is due in the next hour and 10 minutes, or hour and 9 minutes, and it usually comes just before that. So we're going to go get the fertilising done now so it's finished out of the way, and we can plant in the rain. That doesn't really affect us. And then the only kind of thing left to do for today, in case weeds pop up later on, but I don't think they will, we kind of got that under control. We sold all the salmon, we're going to check the castle, so that's next. We're going to fertilise field 13, which is here first. Then we're going to take all this tree stuff up to our forestry bit, get them planted, cut down some more, take them down here. I won't time-lapse that though, because it's very awkward to watch. A time-lapse cutting trees and yarding them down is quite an awkward time-lapse, so we'll leave this here just now because we'll need that very soon. We'll use the little tractor. Yeah, right, let's jump in here. Still got enough fertilizers. I think we've got some in there, do we? No, we don't. I thought we did. It's maybe at the store, I'm not sure. Right, let's get the field done and we'll see you in a minute at the castle. Well, here we are up at the castle. We did get our field fertilized, which is a good thing. We're almost at 10 o'clock now, so we wouldn't have had time if we did it the other way around. It looks like a good bit of progress. Not with the actual building of the castle, but all the scaffolding looks to be coming on really well. That is fantastic to see. Brilliant. Now, I think it's going to be higher than that, so I would imagine. Oh, it's saying here, castle stones. 10,000 litres of castle stones. Now, I do have a list of things beside me for prices. Now, it will be in available. I would assume there. There we go, castle stones. So we would need to get the stonemason. How would you get big stones? Quarry? Ah, so the quarry takes water and produces big stones, and from there we take the big stones to the stonemason, which takes that big stones and converts them to castle stones. So we need the quarry and the stonemason. On my little list here, we've got the quarry. It's listed at £235,000, and our stonemason here is listed at 350,000. So it's 585,000, if my math's right, £585,000 to get the quarry and the stonemason. That is a phenomenal amount of money just to move forward with this. So as good as the progress was, we've done 2 bits of 65 already. I think we're going to put this castle on hold just now. We've still got the sawmill in the back of our mind for the farm, which I don't actually know where we're going to put it, to be honest. There is a section of land beside it. We can see our farm there. Kind of between the farm and that houses on the right, there's, well, directly between the farm and that little kind of concrete area, that's our fish production, the breeding. That whole bit of land is available. It's about £240,000 or something. So we could get the room for the sawmill, but the sawmill is about 300,000 as well. I think there's one at 150 and one at 300,000. So sawmill's going to be next because that can produce things even quicker than our current sawmill. And obviously if we're planting more trees now, we're going to need somewhere to process everything. Probably not the best idea to put our tree planter on the front of the fast track, but it was the best way of getting it up here. Is this car going to pull out in front of me? It is. Oh, come on. I can't slow down on the hill. Yes, we are going up here. I was trying to think. It's left to go back down to the farm and straight on up here towards our forestry bit. So now, as you can see, it has started raining now. Exactly 10 o'clock, so it's a good job we fertilised our field first. Right, we're going to get some of these planted. I don't really know where. Then we're going to get some cut down. We're going to take it down to the farm with a yarder, but that's going to take us most of the day. I didn't actually check if there's contracts, but with the look of this field here, that is ready to harvest on field 32. I don't know if that's wheat or would that be, I think it's wheat, maybe barley. We come off somewhere here to go up into the forest. I think it's in here. I'm going to try and keep the speed up because this equipment on the front is really heavy. But I will need to go and get the telehandler. Otherwise we're not getting the weight off the back. I'm stuck on something now. Oh, fantastic. Oh no. Oh, I am stuck. Oh no. Will this work? That's the wrong one. That's made it worse. Oh no. Oh, this is not working. Right, we're gonna have to figure out how to get off of here. Oh no. Oh well, that's yeah, we need to go and run down and get, well, I was gonna take the fast track, but we can't do that now. We're gonna have to run back down in the pouring rain. Quick check of contracts though. It is raining, so we're not gonna get much done. What was that, field 30? What field is beside us? 32. Nope, it's not showing up. There's a barley, spinach, and canola. So not really anything of use to us. A good baling contract here. We could do that one later on. No, not really anything there. Right, we're gonna have to run down and come back up with a telehandler, get the fast track sorted out, get some trees sorted out. We'll probably jump into tomorrow, see if there's anything else. I wonder if I can kind of nip through here and save some time. So yeah, we're going to skip into tomorrow. We'll get some of this down to the yard ready, and we'll see you first thing in the morning. Well, that's us now moved into August. The grass field is ready to harvest, but it's the first stage of harvest, so we're going to wait until next month for it. Our onion field is ready to go, so we need to go and pick up the equipment. Quick check of the sailors on their combine. No, our one's big enough. Oh, we need that. And a drill. We are looking to upgrade the drill as well, but we want to get that loan cleared. And that one's not as big as I was looking at the other one. I think it's a 60/40. It's a 6 meter working width. That's only 4, so it's not really increasing what we need. But that is definitely what we need. Let's take a quick look at the other things for renting. And if we can still afford it, we are going to go and see about buying that. Because it's usually almost £70,000 brand new. So we need that. We also need the windrow tool. And then we need to rent that as well, which is the most expensive one. That is workable, but I think 9.6. I think we're just going to get this one again, because that is far too expensive for renting, especially just now when we're trying to pay off a loan. Right, we're going to get this, rent this one. £1,785. It's not very expensive per work hour, so we'll rent that. And this one, that one holds more, but I think we need to get the extended one for putting it up into the trailer so it reaches. It does reduce the capacity a little bit, but I don't think it's negligible really. We're always going to be quite close to it for filling up, so I don't think it's really a big issue. We obviously don't need the potato head, so it is the onions. It says narrow tires, but it looks like there's one narrow tire right in the middle. But right, let's get this rented. £10,200 in total, and £4,200 per working hour as well, so quite expensive. I don't know how long it's actually going to take, but we will get that. We just need to bear in mind that we still need to pay the hourly costs of it, so we need to be wary of that. So we could afford this right now. What's the lighting? It'll be handy for starting early in the morning. Let's put that on now. So £30,297 in total. We're just going to purchase it outright because we don't want to keep adding to our list of higher purchases, because we're already at £9,600 a month again, and we do need to get some stuff cleared off because we're £836,000 in total for hired machinery. The cows, they need another mix of TMR today, so what we're going to do is we're going to make 2 mixes. That should fill that bar right up and keep them going all month into next month. Probably quite a lot of contracts. A nice cultivating one, we'll maybe take that later on. Depending on the time we've got left, to be honest. There's a good one, that's carrots. No, sorghum. We can do sorghum with our combine. That's 16,000. That's probably very worthwhile doing. What's some of the other ones? Green beans, spinach, no, canola, carrots and parsnips. I think we'll probably take on that sorghum contract and the cultivating one, but later on. We need to get down to the store and get this onions underway, put a worker on it, and we will start chasing them with the harvester, or the one that picks it up and loads it into our trailer. We did look at the different things we can do with onions. However, if we look in, we're in productions here, vegetable processing, onion soup or onion salt, I can't remember which one it is. One of them will make double what we can make on the machine we've got. However, it's £440,000 to get, so it's only going to make us 100,000 of profit after paying it, and we've still got the least cost of machinery, which is, and we also purchased that one, so we're not going to make much of a profit this year. I did think about it, but I think we're just going to stick with this, get the onions put into here again, pack them and sell them. Our only issue is getting the room for it, because we've got 11,000 litres of barley in there, and we don't have a second trailer to put the barley in while we get the onions going. So there's that as well. Not ideal. Productions though, we do have the firewood processor, it's going. We did take wood down yesterday. We planted all that trees we bought, which I believe it was 120 in total. We got 30 spruce and, no, not 30. 3 pallets with 20 litres of each, or 20 trees each. So yeah, so 60 trees of spruce, 60 of pine, they are all planted. We've kind of dotted them around up in this area here in the top kind of shelf. And then we went down here as well. We went around the corner and we planted some along this section too as well. So I think it's one whole lot is up here. It's either spruce or pine, I can't remember now. And then the other lot is all down there. So the 2 different types are separated between the 2 bits. And if we come back to here, the firewood processing, it is going. Offshore farm, yep, looking good. I don't know how much salmon there is yet. Here, we've changed this to storing again because this one is full of young salmon. Sawmill obviously is still stopped. We're not doing anything with the castle as yet. So we're starting to produce the young salmon. That was this morning. We changed that to storing. And just now we have another 2 pallets of salmon. But I think we're just going to wait. Maybe next month we'll sell it and try and get a good chunk of money in and use that to pay off the loan, I think. Right, let's go down and grab this stuff from the store and let's get onions underway for year 2 of doing onions.
Well, that was a kind of productive day, and we did get quite a bit done. As you can see, the money has dropped a little bit. We'll just turn around a second and show you there. But we have some onions being produced already, which is fantastic. We do have a lot in storage. We got, I can't remember how much it was in total actually, but 200 and something thousand litres. Firewood production is going really well. We have them stored in a new shed. So this cost £10,000. Or just a little over, like £10,050 or something. Maybe a slight bit of levelling was needed. I can see a bit at the back there. Yeah. So £10,000 for that little shed. It is going to be very handy. It saves getting all that firewood chucked in there. It's just the shed's too small for that and the onions. So at least the wind can come through here as well and dry out the firewood a bit. I'll maybe move them over just a little bit more and put maybe a machine or something in here. Just to protect them a bit from any snow or rain, because we can't sell them until maybe December time. Same with the onions as well. So we're going to head down to our fish breeding, which is just next door. We do have a worker out in the field. It should be finished up pretty soon actually. I think he's just doing the headlands. He's ploughing that field. We were going to actually get it cultivated, ready for tomorrow for drilling barley in there. However, that hasn't really worked to plan. We need to plough it, so that's taken all day. And a small issue here, if I jump up on the trailer to see it better, in that middle row or the bunker there, you can see what I think is oats or barley. That was in the middle there, and we actually took out what we sold. It was either oats or barley, I can't remember now. I think it was maybe barley. It was on that right hand side. There was still some left that we didn't see. It wasn't much, it was maybe about 1,000 litres or so. So I had to take that out before I could put onions in. And now onions has filled that whole place up around the sides and the front. So now we can't even get in there to take out the grain. But there is, we've had to dump some here. So that's the 1,000 litres or so we took out. It was just over 1,000 litres. So that needs to go somewhere. Potentially just sold, to be honest, because we can't just leave it lying on the floor. Especially if it rains. There's no plans to rain. We'll probably just leave that door open as well there. So we're going to need to go in and out of there to keep the production topped up. I don't know why he's doing it back to front. He should start from the inside headland pass nearest the rows and work his way out to the edge of the field. But oh well, that's the way he's doing it. That's what he's happy doing. We'll just leave him to it. So that field's going to get barley tomorrow. The plan for barley, because it's such a big field, is we want to keep trying rotating the field so it's not the same thing over and over. But barley is for chickens that we're hoping to get next year. But that just depends how we are with the bank and the financing agreements. I want to try and clear some of it off. Not so we're completely debt free, but just so we've got manageable debt and not, I think at the moment we're well over £1 million in debt, and that's not fantastic. We do need to get some more fish food, and I want to try and get a bit more paid off of the loan today before we end this episode. So I'm going to go and grab these pallets here. I thought there was actually another one, maybe not. We'll grab these, take them down to the fish market to sell, pick up the salmon from our offshore facility, take it back, sell it at the warehouse, pick up a load. In fact, we don't really need that. Yeah, there's still 20,000 litres. We're going to try and get a bit of that loan paid off. That's still working away perfectly fine there. That's still got heaps of wood to run through, but it's going through really quickly. It's producing them. Because it's only taking 67 litres of wood and making 100 litres of firewood. So that's why we've got so many pallets already. They are fine for fish food. I'm pretty sure they've still got heaps of pallets sitting as well. Maybe about another 7 or 8 pallets sitting. So they're fine. They've got young salmon from here, which is good. They're back, or they were on distributing. Oh yeah, until the offshore facility filled up. Now we've got them back on storing, so we'll have more to take to sell now. Obviously that isn't producing anything. There is a few contracts, so we haven't taken any on. I was debating about it just to get a bit more of the loan paid off, but I want to try and get through the months as well. Yeah, so there's no rain until October, so there's no hurry to sell that grain on the floor. Right, we're going to get these sorted out, and we'll see how much we get for this, and then we can kind of round off this episode. Well, here we are with the young salmon. 6,000 litres in total. £26,396. Right, we didn't get the fourth pallet because we're just short by about 500 litres or so. So we did miss out on a little bit of money there. However, we'll get that next time. Right, we're going to go and head out. We'll leave this here. We'll turn all the lights off. Right, we're going to head out and grab the salmon we've got out there. If any of the pallets of fish food have moved, we'll move them back into the trigger, but they should have stayed where they were. Right, we're going to go and get that, and we'll see you at the warehouse, see how much we get for that, and then see how much we are going to get put into the, how much we're going to put towards the loan. So we'll get this done, and we'll see you in a little bit. Well, here we go with the adult salmon, 6,000 litres as well. Let's see what that's going to get us. £65,740. I was trying to aim to pay off 100,000 of the loan, but when we move into tomorrow, the issue we've got there is we've got 9,600 coming off in our hire purchasing. I'm just debating if there's anything here that's actually worth 2,400 a month. We're still 200,000 left to pay, so we can't even settle that one early. That would have taken a chunk out of that. That one's 133, and our other high one's 194. Yeah, there's not really anything we can pay off that's low interest. This one, we could pay off that as 4%. That one's, we're not able to pay that off yet. That's obviously the combiner still. Still $250,000 on there nearly, so we can't do that yet. That one's 4%. I think that one's 600, yeah. So £700 a month we could save on that one. The rest are good interest rates. There's this one as well, 300. So we could save £1,000 a month. 73. Almost 74,000 we'd need to pay out, though. That leaves us with 30,000 left, and we need 41,000. I believe it's 41,600 for the fish feed. Yeah, not ideal, and there's nothing to sell tomorrow. I think if we just put money into the loan, yeah, that's going to be the best one. So we'll put 50,000 in towards the loan. It just takes a bit more. We can just pick away at it, and it'll slowly work its way down. We'll have more fish to sell tomorrow. I think we'll try and do every 2 months. We're only doing it every month just now, only because we're trying to get rid of the loan, just to get extra money in, just to chip away at it. Usually I would wait, maybe we'll do 2 or 3 months and then go out, because it's a little bit time consuming as well. So yeah, we'll head back to the yard, we'll pay off a bit of the loan and see if that worker has finished off. Well, I think we'll leave the episode there. We did pay £70,000 to the bank, so that is good. We've just got the onions to keep an eye on, really. I don't think we're going to need... We're just checking out to make sure everything was done in that field for ploughing, and it was. So now we've just got tomorrow. That field will be ready of grass, so we can harvest that, cut it, bale it, and wrap it. We need to get a wrapper as well. Probably just lease it, because we don't want to keep wrapping bales. We want to get another bunker. What was our way to check there? Yes. Oh yes, there's plenty in there. Still 30,000, just under 30,000 litres. So that should last a few hours, but we'll keep an eye on it overnight. Same with these guys here. More so this one as well, to make sure that doesn't run out of salmon, because we have this set to storing. But we'll leave the episode there. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you again soon for the next one. Thanks for watching.